Dreams only die when you stop chasing them. The world might test you, people might doubt you, but if you never ever give up, you will rise higher than you ever imagined. In the busy streets of New York City, there lived a 17-year-old boy named Jacob Evans. Music was his whole world. Every single day after school, he'd grab his old scratched guitar and head to the subway to play for small change. People would rush past, their minds on other things, barely hearing his songs. Some tossed a coin without looking, a few laughed, and others would say, "Kid, you'll never make it. Go find something real to do." Jacob would just smile and say quietly, "One day they'll stop and listen." But that one day felt so far away. At home, his father wanted him to work at the family auto repair shop. At school, his teachers told him that music wasn't a real career. Even his friends thought he was just wasting his time. But Jacob couldn't stop. The music was a part of him. Every night, when the city was quiet and everyone else was asleep, he'd fill his notebook with songs about hope, struggle, and the dreams that kept him going. One freezing winter evening, Jacob was playing in the subway, just like always. The wind was biting, and his fingers were numb from the cold. He played for hours, his voice echoing in the empty tunnels, but not a single person stopped to listen. When he finally packed up, he had only a few coins in his case, not even enough for dinner. Feeling frustrated and heartbroken, he sat on the cold station bench, ready to finally give up. He whispered to himself, "Maybe everyone's right. Maybe this dream just isn't for me." Just then, an old man walked up to him. He looked at Jacob and said, "Son, you play with heart. Don't ever let the world's noise silence your melody." Jacob managed a weak smile. "But no one listens." The man nodded slowly. "They will. Once you start believing again." Those simple words felt like a spark in the darkness. They were exactly what he needed to hear. The next morning, Jacob made a promise to himself. He said, "I'll keep playing, no matter what happens." He started recording short clips of his songs on his phone and uploading them to social media. At first, he only got a few views. Then it grew to hundreds, then thousands. People from all over started leaving comments like, "Your voice speaks to my heart," and "Please don't stop, keep singing." There, encouragement was the fuel he needed. Jacob kept creating. He practiced every single day, worked a part-time job to save up for a better microphone, and stayed up late teaching himself how to mix his own music. He was all in. Months went by, and one day, a popular YouTuber found one of his videos, shared it with his millions of followers with the caption, "This kid from New York deserves to be heard." Within days, Jacob's video went viral. Millions of views, thousands of new followers, and messages pouring in from every corner of the globe. It was overwhelming. Then, one morning, he woke up to an email he had only dreamed of. It was from a major record label. They wanted to meet him. When Jacob walked into their huge, fancy studio, his old guitar in his hand, the manager looked at him and said, "We've been looking for a voice like yours, someone real." And right there, that day, Jacob signed his first music deal. The same kid who was once ignored in the subway now had his songs playing on radio stations all across America. But when reporters asked him how it felt to be a star, Jacob just smiled and said, "I'm just the same kid who refused to give up." Years later, Jacob returned to that same subway station, not to play for money, but to inspire others. He placed his old guitar case on the floor, and speaking to a group of young artists, he said, "Every dreamer gets laughed at before they're applauded. Never give up on your dream, because your story isn't over yet." The moral of this story is simple. No dream is too big if you have the courage to chase it, even when nobody else believes in you. The road will be hard. Every failure will teach you, every setback will shape you, and every single step will take you closer to your goal. This story inspired you. Remember this, your dreams are waiting for you to keep going. Never stop believing, never stop trying, and never ever stop dreaming. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Motivoons for more motivational stories that touch your heart and lift your spirit.